there for Newport County as they go top of the league out in League 2. But what about the chasing pack? They're breathing right down their necks. Can they make up for lost ground in the midweek matches? We'll take a little look at that. No! That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show. Today we take a look at match day number 9 out in League 2, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one Rooski. That's right, boys and girls, of course. Games are coming thick and fast, and of course the weekend just around the corner. It is Halloween, so we're going to count down, of course, this week. It starts right now, and of course before we jump in the deep end and take a look at this week's midweek matches, I want a big shout out to the Patreon gang supporting the channel behind the scenes. Respect to them for supporting the VIP channel, of course, down below with the old link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. If you want to do just that as well and want to support the channel in another way, just check out the link and also head on over and have a little look at it. Take a little look and enjoy. Anyway, did you have a good weekend with predictions? I don't think I did. I think I did okay, but we'll have a look at it just now and then we'll take a look at yours. It'll be a full moon this weekend as well. No, it doesn't matter wherever you are in the world, I don't think anyway. It will be a full blooming moon, and so make sure you get out there and enjoy it. But of course, in the midweek matches, it might not be a full moon just yet, but there'll still be some cracking games out in League 2. So here we go. There's the criteria not to avoid. You're in the shit-face gang, 5 to 9 straight face club, 10 plus. You're in the top bins, right there. Get into it. So let's get it on like Donkey Kong. So of course, kicking it all off, it was Exeter against Scunthorpe. Goals on the day. My picks on the right, which was 2-0 win. 3-1 was the final score in the real world. Goals were Joy Randall, Matt J, Jake Taylor on the score sheet for Exeter. Gyro on the score sheet. Gyro. It sounds like gyros. Gyro. 3-1 in the end. I got a 2-0. Not too bad. Barrow can't go a win, can they? 2-2 in the end. I thought they'd snatched it in the end. But Dyer Angus on the score sheet, Luke James for Barrow, Callan Lavery got a couple of goals for Walsall to deny them their first victory of league football, of course. 1-1 for me, 8-2 shabby. Bradford against Newport County, that was a win for Newport, that's right, comfortable win, 3-0 in the end. Mickey Dimitru with the goal, Padraig Amond and Matt Dolan on the score sheet for Newport County, actually with a 2-2 draw. Shame on me. Cambridge, they drew with Bolton, that's right, 1-1 in the end, so Bolton starting to grind out some results against one of the bigger boys. Cambridge, of course, second of the table at the moment. Billy Kevin with a big fat OG. Anthony Sadachevich on the score sheet for Bolton in a 1-1 draw. Actually, with a 2-1 win for Cambridge because I thought Bolton would win, and guess what? They didn't. Cheltenham, they did draw with Mansfield Town, 0-0 in the end. Another hiccup there. No goal scores to get excited about. Actually, with a 2-1 win, so no good for me. Colchester did beat Harrogate 2-1 on the day. Actually, with a 3-1 win. I did see that happening. Callum Harrogate on the score sheet against Harrogate. Ben Stevenson as well, and John Stead, ex-Rover, of course, legend for the Rovers jersey, in a 2-1 win for Colchester. Meanwhile, Morecambe lost to them Vegans, that's right, 2-1 in the end. Actually on the draw, I didn't see them beating them. Jake Young and Jamie Mallett for the Vegans. AJ Letch-Smith on score sheet for Morecambe as they start to fall down the old table, down 11th now, so not great for them. Shame on me with the draw. Stevenage against Leyton Orient, that was a 0-0 draw for me, 2-0 win for Leyton Orient. Good result for them away days to get themselves moving. Goals on the day, Jordan Maguire drew with Conor Wilkinson on the score sheet for Leyton Orient as they picked up their 3 points. Grimsby down against Carlisle, ended up all square, 1-1 actually with a 2-1 win for Grimsby. Shame on me. Goals, Matthew Pillock on the score sheet on the 24th minute. James McGowan with a big fat OG, giving Carlisle a share of the spoils. Oldham Athletic against Port Vale, 1-0 win for me. 2-1 was the final score though, in favour of Port Vale as they start to move back towards the dizzy heights there. Goals on the day, Nathan Smith, Mitchell Clark on the score sheet for Port Vale, Zachary Delaney on the score sheet for Oldham as they suffered a defeat, still above the drop zone as it stands. Salford though, they drew with Crawley, 1-1 in the end, actually with a 3-0 win. Goals, James Wilson, ex-Man United player there, George Fancombe on the score sheet for Crawley and a share of the spoils. And wrapping up, Tranmere against Southampton. Southend was a 2-0 win for Tranmere, actually with a 2-1 win myself. Ain't too shabby. The goal scorers on the day who were the goal scorers? It was Peter Clark and James Vaughan, of course. You should score a bucket load of goals at this level. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I scored 5 alive. That's right for me. What about you guys? That puts me in the not in the straight face club, but this is the table as it stands. Newport County are your leaders. Cambridge are second. Cheltenham are third. At the moment, Forest Green Rovers up to fourth. Exeter fifth. Harrogate sixth, and Carlisle are in the playoffs as it stands. At the foot of the table, Southend and Scunthorpe. The battle of the S's going down as it stands. Of course, still early days. Let's not get too excited. Of course, still early days in the prediction league. You can still get in there. The criteria Tranmere, of course, not 4 is in the shit face game. 5-9 where I am as in the straight face club, and 10 plus is top banana. I don't think there's any of those this week. Ivan Stringer did alright. Yannick Buster did bits. We Are QBR did poop. Club Skills did ghastly. Kieran did alright. Gaming Charlie did okay. Simple's not too shabby. Jakob Jakobsen did poop, but he's okay. Alex Weller did alright. Ultra Omamura, well done, but you did poopy scoopy, and so did LG and Cow also did poopy scoopy. Cody Cahoe did poopy scoopy doopy. Not good, the patrons this week. Okay, did okay. Zappy Crook, not too shabby. Shepherd though, set the benchmark there, did very well. The D-Man, aka High, did alright. Clarkoff, Captain Sense of Direction, did poop. Russell Frost though, set the benchmark as well. Richard Dawson, you did alright, brother. And Omar Scaville, the Mexican sniper, also did very well. But who is the kingpin this week? Well, we'll take a little look at it. LG and Cal, close your eyes, brother. Close your eyes. Who's top of the pops? Well, we have a 5-way lead. Gaming Charlie, okay, Kieran, Richard Dawson, and Shepherd are your kingpins this week, scoring 7 out of 10. The patrons not doing too good this week, but it's okay. That's just this week. Who is your leader? Ignore my name because it's not right. I should be probably in the top 10. I must be. Gaming Charlie is your outright leader with a 51% success rate. There's a 3-way charge. Also, actually, Omar Escaville. There's a 3-way. Third place with Jacob Jacobson, Russell Fund, and we are QPR. The Patriots are doing very well, around about 46%, success rate so far. Shepherd's also in the top 10 as well. Ultra Omer just hanging on in there. LG and Cow, Nathan Eva and Cody Go need to up their game. And of course, the rest of you guys are out there as well. That's the state of play with the overall League 2 leaderboard as it stands. Again, it could all change. Of course, double match week this week, as it is for the next few weeks. Kicking us all off, well, Crawley Town against Tranmere Rovers, of course. Now, these two sides have played each other 6 times in the past. 2 wins for Crawley, 3 wins for Tranmere, and 1 draw. The last time I played each other in Crawley was a 3-1 win back in 2019, around about May. Ashley Nathaniel George on scoring, Philip Moraris and Paducci Calmeri on scoring for Crawley as they took the 3 points. James Norwood, the one who goal scorer for Tranmere. I think he's in the Ipswich these days. I think he bloody well will be. Heading into this, Crawley just 1 win the past 6 up against Morecambe, 4-0 win back in the middle of October. Meanwhile, Tranmere just 1 win in the past 4. That was against Southend, of course, just last weekend. Heading into this, the bookies odds on this one 11-8 for Crawley. Tranmere are 90-10. 23-10 is your draw on this one. Tranmere coming to this. They are actually in 16th spot, but a win for them could go as high as 12. Meanwhile, Crawley coming to this in 13th, and a win for them could go as high as 14th on this one. I'm going to go with, what am I going to go with on this one? I don't know. Gone with a draw. 0-0 draw. Boring. Carlisle up against Morecambe, of course. Carlisle coming to the 7th, Morecambe down to 11th at the moment. These two sides have played each other 18 times in the past. 5 wins for Carlisle, 3 wins for Morecambe, and 10 draws. Goodness gracious me. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Last time they played each other in Carlisle was back in February 2020, and it was a draw. Yes, 2-2 in the end. The goal scorers on the day. Omar Patrick and Aaron Hayden equalising for Carlisle, and then with Cole Stockton and Aaron Wildick giving Morecambe a 2-goal lead on this one. Heading into this, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Carlisle. That was in the Johnson's Plate Trophy, so looking good at the moment. Meanwhile, a couple of defeats out of the past 5 for Morecambe, without a win in 3 though, so they'll need to get a result if they're going to be realistic top 6 contenders. I think they just want to survive, and I think they just want mid-table, if I'm completely honest with you. 11-10 for Carlisle. Stone Cold favourite, 13-5 is your 11-4 is your away win on this one. Of course, heading into this, Carlisle in 7th. The win for them could go as high as 2nd in the table. Meanwhile, the opposition, Morecambe, are actually in 11th. The win for them could go as high as 3rd in the table. I am going to go with a 2-1 win for Carlisle, and that will probably push them deep into their playoff territory. Meanwhile, Walsall taking on Cambridge. Of course, these two sides play each other just 5 times. 4 wins for Walsall, 1 win for Cambridge. Last match they played each other was in Walsall, was a 2-1 win for Walsall back in November 2019. Goal scorers on the day was Josh Gordon, Matt Sadler on the score sheet. Harvey Nibbs giving Cambridge a bit of a shout there. Heading into this, unbeaten in 6 games. Walsall picking up 5 draws though the past 6. 1 win. That one was against Leyton midway through October. Meanwhile, coming into this, Cambridge are unbeaten in 5, picking up 4 wins in the past 5 though. The other one was a draw against Bolton just the other day. Heading into this, tough one to call this one. What do we have on the odds on this one? We have Walsall 11-8 for the victory, 15-8 for Cambridge, 12-5 is your draw. Walsall coming to this, looking good in 12th spot at the moment. Nice though. Unbeaten so far this season, but a win for them could go as high as 4th in the table. Meanwhile, coming into this, Cambridge are actually in 2nd at the moment, and a win for them. Just 1 defeat so far this season. They could go top of the pops, and I'm going to make them go with a 2-1 win. Forest Green Rovers, the Vegans up against Grimsby. Of course, these two sides locking horns for what would be the 20th time. The previous 19, 10 wins for Grimsby, 5 wins for the Vegans, and 4 draws. The last 6, though, sees 3 wins for the Vegans, 2 wins for Grimsby, and 1 draw. Last time they played each other was in Grimsby, and it was the draw. It was a 2-2 draw. However, last time they played each other in Forest Green was back in August 2019. It was a 1-0 win for Forest Green. That's right, Junior Mudal on the score sheet, and they gave them all 3 points. Heading into this, just 1 defeat the past 6 for the Vegans. It was against Colchester a couple of games back. Meanwhile, Grimsby coming to this One defeat the past 5. That was against Harrogate a couple of games back as well. So 2 teams in okay kind of form. Grimsby needed a couple more results to get moving in the right direction. Quick look at the odds on this one then, shall we? We have Grimsby, 7-2, long shots to the underdogs, 11-8 on Forest Green Rovers high favourites, 11-4 is your draw. And with for Forest Green, who currently find themselves 4th, they could go as high as 2nd. Grimsby actually coming to this in 17th spot, but a win for them could go as high as 13th. Goodness gracious me. I am going to go with a 2-0 win for the Vegans, unfortunately. I want to see Grimsby do well, but I don't think it's going to happen this time around. Harrogate taking on Stevenage Toon. These two sides never played each other in the past, but they're coming into this. Stevenage without a win in 6, looking absolutely shoddy at the moment. Meanwhile, Harrogate just 1 defeat the past 5, looking very, very good at the moment. Look composed and look like they could be in the discussion for playoffs. 11-8 on Harrogate are your favourites, 14-5 is your 7-2 is your away win, of course. Stevenage coming to this 20th spot in the table, just 1 win so far out of 8, but a win this weekend could see them go as high as 17th. Meanwhile, meanwhile, Harrogate coming to this in 6th. The win for them could go as high as 2nd. Oh my goodness! I think they'll get that W with a big fat 1-0 win over Stevenage to make it into the top 3 automatic spots. Leyton Orient against Exeter City, of course. These two sides have locked horns in the past. 22 times, 7 wins apiece and 7 draws. Actually, it makes 21. This will be the 22nd time, according to my knowledge. Anyway, the last 6, so sees 5 wins for Exeter, nothing for Leyton Orient, and 1 draw. Last time I played there was in Exeter. Guess what? It was that draw back in September 2019. 2-2 in the end. Pierce Sweeney, Nicky Law on score sheet for Exeter, Lee Angle, and Louis Denny on score sheet for Leyton Orient. However, last time I played in Exeter was back in January 2017. It was a 4-0 win for Exeter. Wow, wow, wee, wow. David Wheeler, Ryan Harley with a couple of goals, and Liam McCallan as well. Heading into this, what do we go? Exeter unbeaten in 6, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws in the process. Meanwhile, back-to-back wins for Leyton Orient has them looking good, and without a goal as well in those last 2 games. Heading into this, of course, Leyton Orient are 21-10. Underdogs, 12-5 is draw. Exeter 5-4 favourites on this one, despite playing away. Exeter coming to this 5th table, but the win for them could go as high as 2nd. Meanwhile, Leyton Orient coming to this 14th, but the win for them could go as high as 6th. That'll be in the playoffs for them. I'm going to give it to Leyton Orient at Brisbane Road, 2-1 in the end. Mansfield Town are going to Barrow, of course. Both of these sides yet to get a big fat W. Of course, let's take a look at these then, shall we? These two, they actually played 12 times in the past. 7 wins for Mansfield, 2 wins for Barrow, and 3 draws. Of course, the last 6, though, sees 4 wins for Barrow. 4 wins for Mansfield, nothing for Barrow, and 2 draws. Last time they played each other was in Barrow back in 2013 in the Northern League Premier. It was a 4-0 win for Mansfield. However, last time they played each other in Mansfield, it was an 8-1 win for Mansfield. Goodness gracious me. The goals, Lee Stevenson got a couple of goals, Matt Green got himself a hat-trick, Colin Daniel, Adam Murray, and Anthony Howell on the score sheet, with Danny Rowe on the score sheet for Barrow in the end on this one. Quick look at the odds then, shall we, on this one? What do we have on this? Mansfield Town are actually 23-20 favourites, 23-10 is your draw, 12-5 is your away win. That is Barrow. Barrow coming to this 19th spot on the table, but a win for them could go as high as 17th. Mansfield Town coming to this 21st today, but a win for them could go as high as 17th. Leapfrogging Barrow in the process. I'm going to go with Mansfield because Barrow can't buy a win. I just think that it's going to be a while until they'll get that fat W. Port Vale taking on Cheltenham, of course, this coming midweek. These two sides have played each other 21 times in the past. 6 wins for Port Vale, 7 wins for Cheltenham, and 8 draws. The last 6, though, sees 1 win for Port Vale, 2 wins for Cheltenham, and 3 draws. Last time they played each other was in Cheltenham, was a 0-0 draw. However, last time they played each other in Port Vale was a 1-1 draw back in December 2019. Alex Adai on the score sheet with Ben Tozer, the big fat OG, giving Port Vale a share of the spoils. Heading into this, Port Vale win 3, lost 3 in the past 6 games. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Cheltenham. That was against Grimsby midway through the month of October. Quick look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this? 13-8 for Port Vale, 9-4 is draw, 13-8 for Cheltenham. They cannot be separated by the bookies on this one. Port Vale coming to this in 10th spot, but a win for them could go as high as 3rd. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Cheltenham coming to this in 3rd, but a win for them could go. That's right. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Port Vale to deny Cheltenham a shot at top. Next up, of course, Southend taking on Oldham. Battle of the relegation fodder are these ones at the moment, so they need results. These two have played each other. Southend against Oldham, and they've played each other how many times? 23 times in the past. 11 wins for Southend, 5 wins for Oldham, and 7 draws. Of course, the last 6 though sees 5 wins for Southend, 1 for Oldham, and no draws. Last time I played each other was at the Boundary Park. It was a 3-0 win for Southend. However, last time I played each other in Southend, or in Walsall, should I say, back in December 2017, was a 2-0 win for Southend. Jason Diarmatru on the score sheet, and Josh Wright giving Southend a big fat 3 points. That was in League 1, of course. I think that was in the season Rovers were there. Heading into this, Southend without a win in 6. Meanwhile, Oldham have actually just 2 defeats in the past 6. I thought they actually had worse form than that, but not too bad in the end. Quick look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this? We have Southend coming in at 11-5, 23-20 is Oldham. We are your favourites, 5-2 is your draw. Oldham coming to this 22nd of the table. A win for them could go as high as 17th. Southend coming to this bottom of the table, but a win for them could go as high as 19th. Goodness gracious me. Tight one, this one. Gone with a draw. 0-0-0. Can't separate the two sides. Bolton 1 against Bradford. The Battle of the Bees, of course. These two sides played each other 37 times in the past. 14 wins for Bolton, 10 wins for Bradford, and 13 draws. The last 6, or last 5, should I say. 1 win for Bolton, 2 wins for Bradford, and 2 draws. Last time played each other was at Bolton. Vale, wherever they play, what do they call it now? I don't even know. It's been a while since I realised where the hell they play. But anyway, 2-1, 2-1 win for Bradford it was in the Carlisle Cup. Goodness gracious me, on the goal scorers on the day, Lee Novak, Harry Pritchard giving Bradford the victory, and Tony Sadacevic on the score sheet for Bolton. However, last time played each other in the league at Bolton was a 0-0 draw back in League 1 in 2016. Wow, wowee. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on the odds? 7-5 for Bolton, 50-8 for Bradford, 12-5 is your draw. Heading into this, Bolton are actually in 18th spot, but a win for them could go as high as 15th. Actually, 15th spot is Bradford at the moment, and win for them could go as high as 12th. Bolton need a result. I think they'll get it with a 2-1 win over Bradford. Come on, Bolton, sort it out. Newport County, of course, the leaders at the moment, taking on Colchester, who come into this in 9th spot at the moment. Have a quick look at the odds on the form heading into this. These two sides have played each other just 11 times. 2 wins for Newport, 6 wins for Colchester, and 3 draws. The last 6 though, season 1 for Newport, 4 wins for Colchester, and 1 draw. Last time played was in Colchester. It was a 3-1 win back in October. I remember this time last season, actually, 2019. 3-1 win for Colchester. The goal scorers on the day: Ryan Jackson, Ben Stevenson, Courtney Senior on the score sheet, with Tristan Abrahams on the score sheet for Newport. However, heading into this, the last time played each other in Wales was a 2-0 win for Newport County back in November 2018. Jemmy Mallet on the score sheet, and Cameron Pring giving Newport the big fat W. Heading into this, 3 wins on the spin for Newport County. They look good. Meanwhile, Colchester just 1 defeat the past 5. That was against Carlisle midway through the month. Of course, heading into this, bookies odds on this one: 23-20 for Newport, 9-4 is your away win. Colchester, and 12-5 is your draw. Colchester, if they're victorious, they could go as high as 3rd. Of course, a win for Newport County will remain. And I think I'm giving them the big fat W, so they'll remain. And then you could just probably peek through the lines here. Scunthorpe United against Salford, the final game of the midweek matches. These two sides have locked horns in the past just one time, and it's been a draw. That was back in October 2019, right about this time last season as well. It was a 1-1 draw in Salford. Of course, they couldn't do the rematch, of course, the old COVID, but last time they played, it was a 1-1 draw in Salford. Cameron Burgess and Kevin van der Veen on the score sheet for Scunthorpe on this one. Heading into Scunthorpe with 6 defeats on the spin at all competitions, of course. Salford just 1 defeat in the past 6. That was against Port Vale a couple of games back as well. Look at the odds on this one then. I'm sure Salford will be your favourites on this one. I'm pretty sure of it. 14-5 for Scunthorpe, 17-20, 2017 on Salford are your favourites. 11-4 is your draw. Salford come into this just outside the playoffs, but a win for them could go as high as 3rd. Meanwhile, Scunthorpe are actually 23rd at the moment. They are looking very, very perilous at the moment. I thought they were close to going to the championship at one stage when we were in League 1. They look like a decent side, but unfortunately they're going to lose this one. I'm going to give it to Salford. Big fat W, 1-0 in favour of Southend. And that, my friends, is what I think will happen. Of course, the match before Halloween, of course, the game's taking place on Halloween. Newport County will be your leaders, Cambridge will be your 2nd place team, and the Vegans will be up to 3rd. Oh my goodness. So then on the foot of the table, Southend and Scunthorpe going down as it stands. Your players will be Harrogate, Carlisle, Salford, and Cheltenham. Of course, that could all change, of course, when Halloween actually does come around. But that's it, my friends. Again, be sure to get your predictions nice and early for the Prediction League. That's it. Be sure to give the video some loving as well. Smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe. Keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, League 2 related, world football related. We've got it all here under one rooski. If you want to support the channel in another way, check out the link down below. Links to my other social media platforms in the Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and of course Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the place to do it. Until then though, hopefully you have a good Halloween. If I don't see you, I probably will. Until then, I'm out. Ha 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 ha!